So every organization starts with a vision, an aspiration of where they want to be and kind of what they want to achieve. Vision generally is 6 words, 6 to 8 words, something really memorable that has impact, but it's aspirational. But it's got to be it's got to be believable, right? If it's believable, it's achievable. You can't. I worked with one HR team in New Zealand, it was, and they were like, "Our vision is to be the best HR team in the world." I'm like, "Yeah, that's too big a leap. You're not even the best HR team in New Zealand right now. It's just not believable." Right. So let's become the best HR team in New Zealand. They did, by the way. Let's have a vision of becoming the best HR team in New Zealand, and then let's go for the world. But let's understand, kind of how we measure that. Because when it's believable, people are like, let's go for it. Come on, let's use that vision for good. Once you've got a vision, you build a strategy, usually 1 to 3 years, usually. I mean, I remember the days when we used to do 10-year strategies. But your strategy is 1 to 3 years, and it's kind of some objectives. Here's, what we need to do in order to achieve our vision. And then the goals that we put into the strategy are the way that we measure progress. And that progress is delivered through 2 mechanisms. That's business as usual, the stuff we do on a day-to-day basis, and our projects, the new stuff that we do. Now, it doesn't matter at this stage what kind of organization you are, right? You could be a sports team, right? And a sports team might set a vision. I'm working with one of the Olympic teams a bit later on this year. Their vision is to, we haven't actually done the vision yet. We've had talks at a high level of what that vision might be. And it's less about the goal of winning medals, although they are some of the goals. They've got a target that they want to hit. Their vision is more about representing the country in a positive light, patriotism, all of these things in Europe ahead of the Olympics next year. And then the strategy is built around, well, what are the things that we need to do in order to achieve the vision? And of course, it's not just about coaching. It's not just about the athletes. It's about all of the conditions that they create. It's also about, well, how are we going to transport them? What cultural activities are we going to engage in? How are we going to work with the local population to enhance our standing? There's all of these things. And business as usual for them is kind of coaching, training, competing. That's business as usual for them. And their projects may be the new stuff that they do, that enhances their vision. My own sports team in the UK doesn't have a vision, doesn't really have a strategy, and consequently the whole thing is built on sand. And culture really underpins all of those things.